The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Jackson on first down. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday. Anything can happen in this league.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. 20, 10, 5. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And, Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Donald Parham.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Chargers 14, Ravens 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to look deep down the field. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in for a touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Flushed out right. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
A big gain that time for the Chargers.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay,
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love.
And got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flush to his right.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 31.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Jackson now.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Able to fight through one tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jackson from the shotgun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Herbert on 1st down now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Right back for Allen. This time he finds it complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Again, Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked by Kevon Seymour.
And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Jackson now to return. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derwin James with a pick, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is down to a field goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
On first down, it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Well, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick would...
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Duvernay. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Jackson on 1st down. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Jackson now. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Herbert And to the right side here, it's Allen. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert on third down now. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the...
Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And Allen's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big game that time for the Chargers. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Again, Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
on first down. Justin Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Another run here with Dobbins.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
81 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Jackson.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here's Jackson.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. One last throw here for Herbert. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have